Are we ready? Are we ready, guys? Hello, are we ready? Can I get lights, cameras, action? I'm talking like as if I have a crew.
I will do what I want, when I want, how I want. Just keep it real. Like what? Everybody should chase their dreams. Life's what you make it. You are yourself first.
I don't know how I feel about that theme song or like that little thing I put together. I'm not like the best at editing themes like that. I see some of these people with their logos and I'm just like not there. But I try my best. Like it's A for effort, right? Welcome to Talk That Tony, where we talk that talk. I'm Tony, so let's talk. So I thought I'd bring these back. First of all, I'm on my phone. I'm using my phone. My camera is just not like I've had every technical difficulty happen possible this morning. It's only when I want to really do something that I'm passionate about. Every other day, my motivation's crap. But when I actually want to do something, it just does not work in my favor. I'm like, how does that work? It does not work, you know? I don't know if I need a new charger. I can't find my right charger. Maybe that's got something to do with it, but I still have like a block. But my camera's old too at this point. So I'm like, maybe I need a new camera. I need a new life. I need a new city. I just want to be away from everybody. I'm just like so sick of life. I'm just like, We'll get to that. I got topics today. We got some things we're going to talk about. Because I'm using my phone, like if I would have used my camera, I would have used my phone on my notepad, but now I'm using my phone. So I had to transfer the notes to my iPad. So I'm like, the things I have to do. But here we are right now. It's all that matters. I'm gonna get my point across. Anyway, I miss these videos where I just sat down and talked and just, it always was like therapeutic for me. And I'm just like I said, my motivation has been crap. It's been a tough year for me. It's been a tough year for everybody. And we're gonna talk more about like mental health things in another video. So stay tuned for that. Today's video, I really wanna kind of get down to like, I wanna start with basics a little bit. I wanted to, hold on. When I run my mouth, I just, ugh. You can't, I have a cute little table here with my coffee and I had like a little setup. Like I was like giving you like Wendy Williams vibes here. Like, hello. Maybe one day I'll have a nice little setup, but here I am. You've seen my talk videos in like various locations. I've been doing them for so many years now. I haven't done a talk video this year yet, and we're 7 months in. I did it a little bit last year. Like I kind of did like a little comeback last year when I lived in my apartment, but you know, things happen. We'll get there one day. So today I want to kind of talk with basic things. Pretty much following your dreams, doing what's best for you, around that category. And I don't know how long this video is going to be because I don't have all the space on my phone. How to do stuff. I had to transfer files to my computer from my phone. So I had enough space on my phone. Like I just had to do all this extra stuff because of these technical difficulties. It's like, oh my God. But here we are. It's safe to say, and I'm very repetitive too a lot of the time. If you see all my videos, I'm going to say pretty much the same thing, but, you know, I try my best, you know, to, you know, whatever. I think it's safe to say we're in a time now where being selfish is cool, is good, and still a lot of people are not hooked on that. And you can be selfish to an extent, yes, I know. But when I think about it and how the world is going and how things are looking right now, life is really too short and too precious to be anything but selfish and like choose you. Do what's best for you. Choose your time wisely. Choose what you do wisely. Like, oh my God, it's going down everywhere you look. So it's like, life's too short and too precious to be putting up with the BS, putting up with anything, putting up with anyone. Jobs, like, oh my God, Beyonce's making everybody quit their jobs because, you know, her Break My Soul, like whatever, like everyone's quitting. And I guess they needed a reason. I mean, people will live and die. Beyonce, like if they love somebody, like the Beehive, like I'm not that like a fan of anybody to be like, oh, I quit my job because Beyonce told me to. Like I just can't be that person. But what are you gonna do? So that's another thing we'll get to later. I actually got to write that in my notes. Jobs and stuff. Today's video, the topic today we're going to talk about is, and side note too, and I'm like this, I'm very like, I get distracted easily. I get sidetracked. I ramble. You'll get to know me if you don't know me already. I wish I could do a podcast, but I don't know how to go about that. I feel like you have to put money into that as well. Me broke, so me not doing podcasts. Me gonna do video like we've been doing. And I feel like I need a host, and I don't know anybody like that that would stay committed to and consistent with hosting a little show with me, anyway. So it works for me right now. Maybe down the road, if this show picks up, like anything of mine ever picks up. Anyway, and I'm gonna talk like word for word what I have in here, because I will I get my thoughts out better on when I write them down on paper, on iPad notes, whatever. But when I talk, it doesn't come out how I want it to, how I wrote it, how I write it down. But if I say word for word, then it's better for me to talk about it and get everything out, if that makes sense. I'm a weird cookie, okay? Okay. So pretty much doing what's best for you. Like I said, life is too short to not do that and to just not be selfish and everything. And I feel like so many people still to this day have such a problem with people doing what's best for them, because it upsets them. And people who want to do what's best for them are bothered because somehow it's bothering other people that they're close to, and they're like, well, okay, and then they put their lives on the back burner. It's really hard in terms of anything, life, relationships, family, job. It's hard to do what's best for you. I feel like there's so much that takes away from you. I feel like everything's brainwashing these days. It's hard to do you because everybody wants you to do something else based on their perception of how things should be, what you should be doing, what society thinks you should be doing. Everybody thinks they know what's best for you. Even if it is true in a way, even if something does not work out for you, and let's say they're like, well, I told you so, you still need to do that. You still need to experience that so you can live and learn. It's easier to listen to somebody, well, they told me not to, so I'm not going to do it. I want to experience it for myself, whether I make it or not. It's not going to be well, you told me so, I told you so. No, it's going to be like, okay, I experienced it for myself. People need that. It's very basic common sense that people don't know how to do, and it's like, oh my God. And someone like me who's grew up very sheltered, and I've had this fire and independence and freedom in me more than ever lately, that I want to do things, and it's like I feel restricted. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it because, I'm the person, no matter what I say, somebody's going to get pissed off at me. And I'm like, I really don't give a damn at this point. I really don't, because everybody else can do what they want. But when I want to say something and do something, it's a problem. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, like I said. Doing what's best for you. Everybody has a problem with when somebody wants to do what's best for them, because they've sacrificed themselves for so long, and they finally have a switch in their head, a light bulb, an epiphany. You're like, okay, I need to do something different. And you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to branch outside. You're allowed to outgrow things, and you leave the nest and leave people, leave a job, leave a family. It's hard when it's family sometimes, but you need to leave your family too. That's what your parents push you to leave the nest, not my family. But anyway, doing what's best for you. Why is it such a problem for people and dreams? People have a dream to do something, and somebody else may say, I don't see you doing that. Why? That's discouraging. It's, what's the word? Not validation. What's the dis word? Disvalidation? Discrediting, invalidating what you want to do. Even if it sounds over the top, impossible, and nothing's impossible, but even if it sounds like, oh, I'm going to be an astronaut, someone's like, well, so what? Research it, do something at least to get the thought going, even if you research it, you're like, oh, maybe not, at least you got on the ball, at least you did something towards it. That counts, right? People screw you, screw the people who are say otherwise. Anyway, it's such a problem. Why people, and it's usually the people who have nothing going on for themselves that want to change it up, want to be okay, I need to change their focus, and they know exactly what they're doing. And some people are delusional, some people are in denial about how they are, and don't try to push that onto me, onto other people who are me, as in somebody's in denial of realistic dreams or realistic expectations. I've had an issue with that, and I'm just me personally, I feel, don't ever make me feel like I'm stupid. And of course people can be that's not whatever, it's how I feel. Shut up, okay? For 2 seconds, shut up. You know, like that. I'm really, anyway. Somebody, basically what I was trying to say, and is if somebody who is trying to tell you that what you want to do is not realistic, or like, and I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, like out of reach or whatever. Like I said, if you want to be an astronaut, go for it. Nobody's dreams are too unrealistic. Everybody's what they want is what they want. Like, again, it doesn't match people's perceptions or how things should be, how somebody should act, or what they need. Like, themselves are going to be, they need to think you need to be the same way. Not everyone's got to be the same. Not everyone, you know. So, and I feel like that's a problem with me. I've been told where I feel like what I want to do is a little unrealistic. And I'm just like, that's a trigger for me, because I hate to use the word trigger, like, but really, I could punch in the face. I could punch people. I will deck somebody. Like, I'm just like, I just can't. Like, don't. That is like the one thing I'm all about. If there's one thing I'm passionate about, it's how to live your life and be who you are and follow your dreams. And I'm very passionate about that. And if I feel like the slightest, I don't want to say like, because we can agree to disagree. But if I feel like the slightest like diss towards me about what I want to do, I will like jump on you. And I've been very nice. Like, nobody's seen the wrath side of me that I really tap, that I need to be alone sometimes in my car to unleash. I'm just saying. And I don't have to express myself to people about that. Like, okay, and that gets me to the next point, really, within. It does not help my mental health. Everybody's mental health is different, okay? Not everybody's got to be the same. I feel like a lot of people, those people who try to ask you why you're going to do your dreams and why can't you be yourself, feel like everybody needs to be the same. Everybody needs to think the same. Everybody's different. Everybody's mental health is different. Everybody's got a different journey, a different pace, different levels. And that's something I learned a lot with my first relationship. I learned that my issues were not issues. I was just young, growing at a different pace than my ex was. And that was a lot of our issues. So, of course, with age, some people know some things at other ages versus others. So, like, me and my ex were very opposite in that way. Like, we got the big picture, but there was just a lot of, in between. I was just young and I didn't know better. My priorities, things like that. But, like, so everyone's different. Everybody goes through different pace. Everybody's going through things at different paces. Who are you to judge? Who am I to judge how somebody wants to live their life? If they want to be an astronaut, I am not going to question them and be like, oh my God. Will I think in a way of, oh my God, that's dangerous? Sure. Like, safety wise. Yeah, I'm never going to be like, like, okay, be an astronaut. I don't care. Because I'm at the point in my life, and it comes with like I said, everybody learns at different paces as well. I've learned to be like, okay, who am I to judge anybody's mental health? Who are you to judge what I want to do and how I want to do? Like, I get very passionate about that stuff. So back to me not want to talk about it too. Like, I'm like if I like me getting in my car, unleashing my wrath, that will make a bitch cry if So, and I don't like to talk about it. I don't need to talk about it. This is one thing where I'm talking about it, like a one-on-one thing, and people will see it later. Like, that's fine with me for whatever reason. It just works for me. But, like, talking to someone in person, like, it just doesn't work. Maybe that's something I can work on. But let me get there when I acknowledge that. Like, and I acknowledge that, but not to the point to where I feel like I need to work on that with somebody. Like, I don't need, like, what I've done for years now is this, and it works for me to be alone, to handle my stuff. It doesn't help my mental health to talk to others about my mental health, if that makes sense. It does not. And some people will be so like, okay, open about it. Like, okay, they'll talk to the world about it. That's fine. And I am open for the most part. But again, on a one-on-one, and then people see it later on. It's not like I'm going to sit with my best friend and just like pour my heart out. Like, my one best friend knows about everything about me. Like, that's about it, because you just have that one person. And it's different relationships with people. I can't talk to my best friend the way I talk to my mother or the way I talk to my boyfriend. Like, it's just not, that's not how it works. And people will try to argue otherwise. Well, it should be how, no, it don't. No. screw off, go scratch, like, you know. So being alone, making these videos when I then talk about my mental health for others to watch does help my mental health. Like I said, everybody's got a different version of this, and that's so fine. So why can't I do what's best for me and my mental health and what aligns with my direction of life? Self-explanatory. Just because it doesn't go with your perception of what you think and how things should be handled. Duh. Like, I'm sorry. I don't fit people's, you know, I don't fit a lot of people's perceptions. Like, hello, I am the opposite of what people think life should be like. Like, I am like rebel in a way. I've always been that way. I look back at old videos and I know I've never changed once in how I am and who I am. Like, on the inside, I know who I am. The only thing that's changed was appearances and how I kind of presented myself. But I knew all through the years, I know who I was inside. But they were just lessons and things I had to learn along the way. And that's fine. I did life at my own pace. And it's like, I can't stand when people try to like change that. And I'm like, or tell me what's realistic, what's not, or how I need to do it. Like, no. And that's why sometimes I feel like I just want to be away from everybody. Like, I don't need to worry about people. I just don't. I'm to the point where my IDAGF, was that the right word? I don't give a, IDGAF is to the max these days. And there's no shame about it. Say something. Like, what are you going to do? Say something about, like, what? We can talk all day long. My thoughts are not going to change. Think I give a shit? Whew. Sorry, I'm being a bitch now. And see, even this video is going to open a can of worms somewhere along the line. I already know it. But I'm like, it's what you get for dealing with a strong personality as myself. I'm not really strong, no, but I try to be strong for the most part. But it makes me feel good when I talk about all this stuff. But I'm just like, I get so heated and pissed off. But I'm projecting my issues onto the actual topic. Sorry, it helps. Therapy. But yeah, back to the, you know. So doing what's best for you is just, you know, that's, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the mic drop, that's the end of that. I'm wearing a cropped ass shirt right now, and I'm just like, not into, like, my body's not where I want it to be for crop tops, me personally. But I still rock it, but I'm gonna wear a jacket over it, my little blazer. I bought these blazers yesterday. This and a black one at Forever 21. All their clearances, buy one, get one free. $12 for both of them. And they're normally $50 each, but they were on clearance for $12, but buy one, get one free. You get two of them for $12. I was like, hello. It's a little oversized. That's the one thing. I guess Forever 21 is never going to change that. It's been my one issue with them all through the years, but I like them enough to still shop there. I can just deal with it. There's ways, but you know, it's not fitted. It's like I want a little fitted, not like anyway. Like this would look better if it was open. But you know, I'm rocking my shorts. I feel cute right now. That's all that matters. So I have a lot more topics, but we have a lot of episodes we'll cover eventually. But it's just you know. So, it's just, so many people have a problem. I just don't understand the issue that people have when you want to do what's best for you. Even also, let's discuss another thing within this. People who may have had, and I've seen this in quotes. I'm big on the quotes and like the memes, quotes online on social media. Like I have so many quotes, and that's going to be another episode where I discuss why I like some of these quotes. But that's another video. That's a long video. I saw a quote somewhere that's like, people that were so against something, like you, like me as in the person, like in a quote, when just because you did something bad, then doesn't mean you can't advocate it now, or something to that effect. Like just because you did something bad back then, like let's say you cheated. I'm trying to think like a good example. The first thing, like let's say you cheated. Like you cheated in a lot of your relationships, okay? And now you're gonna be like, cheating is wrong. People shouldn't cheat. Like you're advocating, like if that's the right word, but like you shouldn't cheat. And people will have a problem with that and doing what's best for you. Somehow they're gonna like really do extra stuff. And I'm like, why can't people learn and get better and educated? And like, you know, people will never let you hold you down. I don't know what the word is. What I'm trying to say with that in reference of doing what's best for you. What am I trying to say? I'm losing my train of thought. Doing what's best for you. I don't even know. I'm like losing it. This has been my year, guys. I'm struggling a little bit mentally. But sometimes people who, that's what I'm trying to get at. People who have done crap in the past, who want to now do what's best for them. Finally find a way to change their life around. And some people will have an issue with that. Like, oh no, you're known as the bum. Like, like, no, they won't change. Or why are you doing this? Like, why now? Like, and I'm like, oh my God, like, why can't somebody do what's best why can't somebody do what's best for them? Doesn't matter when. Like that goes with the pace. People don't understand that. It's like the people who are just like unhappy with themselves, who want the big people, the big dogs, to fit in their little insecure box. Or, or it's the people who are, everybody thinks everybody needs to be like this. And I'm sorry, no. And not everyone's got to be like this. Sometimes you got to know that you're better than some things. You're too good for, like, that's what comes along with the selfish that people have a problem with. You have to, at some point, be like, no, I want more. I do not want to be at the minimal. Like, and people think that's all it's got to be like. And then it gets into we be grateful for what you have. And da-da-da. Like, honestly, I'll be honest with this. Hopefully this doesn't open a can of worms. But it's been a thing where I just don't agree with. And it's just something that the way I feel is never going to be agreed with certain people. It's just one of those agree to disagree. But if you know we're going to talk about it, you know it's going to be an issue. And so don't bring it up. That's when I'm like, I don't want to talk about certain things. Because it's just going to, it's going to start an issue. So why bring it up? That's how I feel. So I'm not trying to be like, right now in my life, I'm trying to be like up this. And it's just, I can't explain the feeling. Like, I'm happy most of the time, but sometimes on my days, I just want to be left alone by the world. And I'm just like surrounded by people 24/7. I'm just like, why can't I just do what's best for me and just leave everybody sometimes? I just want to, I get such visions and pictures in my head of how my life could be sometimes. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what keeps me going. And that's the drive and the motivation. That's the dreams. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, and then and people have that. And then you have these people who try to talk down on that. And just like, why? Why can't the person do what's best for them? It may not look good to you, but this is not your life. It's not you. I don't care if it looks unrealistic. Like if they want to do it, like I keep bringing up the astronaut. They want to be an astronaut. They can do it. Let them go for it. If I want to just wake up one morning and be like, you know what? I want to be a storm chaser. Who are you to tell me? That's like, I feel like that's my family sometimes. Like, who are you? You should stick with this. You were good at this. No, I don't care what I was good at or what I am good at. I want to do this. Do that. Like, do research on storm chasing. Okay, do you need to go to school? Do your research. What kind of school do you need to do? Okay, what kind of car do you need for this? What kind of technology? Is there an internship that you can be a storm chaser? Like just that alone, really, it's mind over matter as well. Like it gets you feeling so good about doing something for yourself and doing what's best for you. Dropping everything also and having a whole different life. You want to drop the life you're living now to do something else? Fine. Figure out how to do that. Like, okay, look at your money situations. Put everything in a storage unit, maybe even live in your car. And there are ways to do everything. I mean, it may not be like the best thing, but like you're doing it. I've seen people on Facebook who like leave everything behind, live in their car, try to just start over and get a job and, get hotels here and there. Like there are ways. Do your research on these things. What city are you looking for? What region? If you don't know what city you want to live in, what region? Look within. Look what kind of cities. Look up the best cities, safe cities. Like affordable housing, that there are ways to go about everything. But don't let anyone tell you, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't start a new life. Oh my God, you shouldn't be a storm chaser. You're going to get killed. Oh my God, you shouldn't be an astronaut. You'll die. Who are you to tell me? Like, who are you to say anything, So that's really what bothers me, that there are so many people who are so focused and worried about other people versus their own life. And I'm learning that more and more every day. And I'm not perfect either. I know I need to mind my business a lot and like not insert myself where I don't belong. But that's something I actually learn. And that's the thing, people will deny that. Oh, no, you don't. Like I know myself more than anybody ever, you know? So, that's that topic. So, what are your opinions of this? So, leave your comments down below. Let's have a discussion. Do you agree? Even if you disagree, like that's the one thing I've always said about like my videos here, my talk videos. If you don't agree, that is completely fine. Like, I'll just ask to be respectful, but like leave comments down below and we can discuss, and I'll always understand. I'm the kind of person who likes to see every side. So I want to understand every side, you know, and then I got go about it. So does that make sense, guys? We're gonna cut it there because I can really go on and on and on. I got more topics later. But leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching Talk That Tony, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.